Hey, it's your girl Lexi Lewis, and welcome to another episode of Occasionally Perfect. You know that feeling when you open up your closet, you're staring at a rack full of clothes, and you still feel like you have absolutely nothing to wear? Not because you don't have options, just because nothing feels like you, or maybe the version of you that you're stepping into right now. That's what we're gonna talk about today, because fashion isn't just about clothes. It never was. The way you dress is one of the most powerful tools you have for showing the world, and honestly, showing yourself who you are and who you're becoming. So today's episode is going to give you real, practical things that you can actually use. We're talking about how to shop for your body, how to dress with intention, how to get an outfit together that actually works, and more importantly, why all of it even matters behind that surface level. So whether you've been feeling disconnected from your style, you're in a new season of your life, and your wardrobe hasn't caught up yet, or if you just want to feel more like yourself when you walk out of the door, this episode is for you. And I could not be more excited about who I have to have this conversation with today. It's not just someone that I admire professionally, but she is one of my closest and dearest friends, and watching her build her career has genuinely been one of my greatest privileges. She has been operating at the absolute highest levels of fashion, entertainment, and culture production. She's the founder of Black Salt Creative Agency, a stylist with an active roster of high-profile music artists, and an editorial force whose work has been featured in Vanity Fair, Angelino Magazine, and some of the biggest stages in this industry. She took home an MTV VMA for styling Machine Gun Kelly's My Ex-Best Friend's video, and she has been nominated back-to-back years for Best Fashion Stylist at the Hollywood Music Video Awards. She served as creative director in the 2026 Super Bowl event activations in partnership with Dior, and led creative for an event with the National Fucked Up. Okay, she served as creative director. Girl, she did too much.
I'm like, when you hear it back.
I'm like, oh my God, it just keeps going. Okay, she has served as creative director on the 2026 Super Bowl event activation in partnership with Dior, has led creative for an event with the National Football Wives Association, positioning Black Salt as a serious player in high-profile brand activations. She is not just a practitioner, she's an architect, and I am so honored that she has said yes to sitting down with me today. So please welcome my girl, Ariel Tinsey, to the podcast.
Hey, girl, hey.
Girl, Mom. Hold on.
I know. Even me, I'm like, who is that girl?
She's like, oh, she's amazing.
Who is she?
I'm like, wait, my friend is dope.
Cheers to that.
Cheers to that. Girl, I'm like, hold on. It just kept going and going.
And that's only like probably 10%.
Yeah, that's last year.
Yeah.
2 years.
That literally is like the last couple years, because I've been doing it like 16 years, so.
16 years. So when you've been doing your whole adult life. Did you always know that you were going to get into fashion?
Yes,
And
always.
did it?
always from the start.
Was it, when you did it first, was it always more about, I just love clothes, or did you think about, I actually want to help people feel a certain way?
I didn't even know that this could be a career. I was like 16 years old, and I was just playing around in my closet, having fun, and I just I just found my way into fashion. I just was inspired by TLC or just all like pop culture. And I'm like, I would take pictures of what I would see in the magazines and replicate those looks and wear them to school. So I had no idea until I started really doing my research on what I loved and realized, oh, I could do what I love for the rest of my life.
A job? I could do this.
Like I can make this a job. Yeah.
Yeah, because I know when people think of fashion, I think they're like, I'm gonna get dressed, and I don't think they really realize that there is this whole thing of like, who do I want to be behind it, and creating that person is so much in fashion.
It is.
And I think because we always like, oh, I want to work on my internal and go to therapy, do all of the things. But then if you did all the inner work and you're showing up to that, and then you don't. But you don't look like you care about yourself.
Yeah.
At what point in your career did you find out that this is more than just putting clothes on people? This is building someone's identity.
I found out with myself first because fashion became armor for me. I used to get teased as a teen. Like
all the 5 people was always bullied first.
Yeah, but that was just that light, But to go back to what you were saying before, I had that realization when I was a teen and I would get bullied. And I started to wear just eclectic fashion or things that spoke to me as armor. And it was like a way for me to like protect myself. So that's really what it was rooted in. And then it just evolved from there, where my fashion introduced me before I even walked in the door. So I can walk in and like now people are gravitated towards me. I don't even have to like
Speak.
The
clothes is doing this.
The clothes speak, you know? And so from there, within my career, it's evolved because now I'm able to translate that with clients and help them refine what their identity is. So if they have an album rollout or a new film, I do my research and figure out what message are they trying to convey and translate to their fans. And then I figure out what that identity looks like and then find the clothes to put the pieces together.
Yeah, because I feel like there would be so much nuance in it because you want to like dress in this style in this way, but then you also want it to be for that person.
For sure.
And so how do you make it so it's not just copycatting someone else? Like, how do you cater to that person, even though I want to dress sexy? Wait, that's going to look different on a different person. So if I say I want to dress sexy, how would you like break that down to be that for that person?
I would first ask a lot of questions on what does sexy mean to you? Because sexy could be being in a blazer and being covered up or modest, or sexy can be, you know, revealing. So I would first figure out like who do you see that's sexy and figure out like what you're envisioning in your head. And then I take it from there. And then I'll also ask, you know, what is it that you find sexy about yourself so that we could focus on those areas. Good. Yeah. So I lead with that first.
Yeah, because I could definitely see. I'm just thinking somebody saying sexy. I know if I got some big titties, it's gonna be different than if I got a big booty. Because you know what I mean. So it's so funny. I think even in saying that, like dressing, like when you have a bigger chest, what do you feel about like dressing for your body? If someone says dress for your body, I don't know. I kind of feel like it's like I'm not allowed to wear something because of my body, or is it just be aware of what that's, and you know what I mean?
I think it's about dress for what makes you confident more so than anything, because I think we've moved past putting ourselves in a box. No one wants to. Like, there are women and men of all statures, and why should they be limited to not being able to wear a certain piece of clothing, you know? And I even see designers that are starting to expand what patterns that they make, you know, so they can fit other demographics of people to wear their clothing. I think you should focus on what makes you feel confident, but also the message that you're trying to convey.
Oh, that's
so
good.
If you're like trying to maneuver in certain circles and rooms, should you be wearing your chest out?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
how do you want to be approached? Like, realistically, people, regardless of what people say, people judge. People judge you by what you wear before you even open your mouth. And so you got to look at yourself in the mirror and really be honest with what you're trying to convey.
Yeah.
You know? So, but yes, dress, wear what makes you confident though. Like, I always say, if I am dancing in an outfit before I'm walking out the door, that's the outfit that I'm supposed to wear. So,
because
you just feel it. You feel the energy. There's movement. You know, it's coming out. It's being expressed through that movement. So I can tell when I'm dressing my clients what's making them shrink or what's making them rise to the next occasion.
Yeah. So, okay, if you do get, like when you're getting a new client, even, because I also know that you do like styling, just personal styling as well.
Yeah.
So, okay, let's say I come to you and I'm a new client. What is that process of, okay, help.
Yeah, help me.
Help me. I want to be a 5-inch. Like, what do I do?
I know, right? Yeah, I know.
I got a questionnaire.
Yeah, for sure. So it's if I have clients that are like virtual, and so for that I will do a questionnaire with them at intake so that I can understand everything on what you don't like, what you do like, what colors you like to stay away from, what patterns, who's your inspiration, and then and budget. So, because that's a big factor on like, okay, so this, you said you want this, that, and the other, but does that fit into those numbers? And also with celebrity clients as well, right? Like with them, it's like they are preparing for an album rollout, a music video, or a red carpet. So that's like very specific for that moment. So it really is, it's case by case, right? And so if it was for you, if you were coming to me and say, hey, Ariel, I need you to style me day to day, I would really try to hone in on what it is that what are you dressing for? Mm-hmm. Are you dressing for yourself? Are you dressing for a role that you are going towards? Yeah. Are you dressing for your future and who your inspiration is?
It's so hard because I feel like, I got ADHD girl, so I'm like, oh, I want to be this person, I want to be this person. So when I'm putting a closet together or outfits together, is there like something that you would recommend for maybe how to build your wardrobe? Because let's say we're not all celebrities. We don't all have an unlimited budget, and we don't have people funding it or whatever. Yeah. But we're like, okay, I know that I want to start dressing a certain way, or I know that I want to switch it up. But how do I get from point A to point B with my every paycheck? I might dabble a little something,
Yeah. For sure. If you're putting together a whole mood board, and that's also a part of my process too, I put together a mood board with the client.
You clip.
Yeah. And then but what you'll find is like, although those styles are different, there are certain similarities within them. And so I have that eye where I'll connect the dots on like what that is. But if someone's really just starting from the grassroots and it's just all over the place, that's what our fittings are for. So we're going to I'll bring in a spread of clothing and then see what really works. Because I do have clients that have had like crazy, and exciting creative ideas, but I have to kind of reel it in on, okay, you like that, but you like that on that person.
That's so big.
It's not so much as you will like that on you. Once you put it on, you'll be like, oh, this isn't what I want. That's actually what you asked for, but you like it because you like how that person was wearing it and the confidence because they know who they are. So what is it really that you're trying to pull out here?
Yeah, I think that's so funny because when I was getting my makeup done, me and Amy were just talking about that because there was that fashion trend when everyone was wearing those super cute minis that were there. I'm like, oh, I loved all of them, but if you buy them in stores, they are not made for if you have a butt.
Exactly.
So it's like, if I was getting something custom made, okay, great, I can maybe do that look, but with that, it's like, no, because if you go up sizes to cover you, then that waist is...
Yeah.
out here.
I already know, but see, like, for someone like myself as a creative, I don't mind exploring. So one day, like we were just talking before cameras were rolling, like I usually would like to wear a suit or something like that for interview environments, like very well put together. But there's a way to still look put together and being in a sweatsuit. Yeah. So it's like I'm still wearing something that exudes that confidence at the end of the day. But I'm willing to explore across the board all types of fashion. Like one day I might be a little more androgynous, or one day I might be a little bit more sporty, and it's okay. Like you don't have to just...
This is my style.
Yeah.
This is my style. Exactly. I was kind of thinking though when we were going back to the outfits, my sister is a person that she can't see an outfit, and she'll tell you, she's like, she hates shopping. I know there's so many people that are like, I hate shopping, because exactly what you said, they can see it, they know when someone else is doing it right, they can be like, oh yes, but when it comes to them and their body or whatever is going on, they can't put it together. Is it something that you think that you could actually learn, like a skill that you could learn?
For sure, yeah, as long as your mind is open to it. For instance, I've had a client where I realized a lot of his inspiration photos that he was sending me had a lot of earth tones. I also checked, like, looking at his skin tone, like, okay, what colors go along with his skin tone? And then with his music and his personality, I can tell that there was a balance with his masculine and femininity. So, like, I brought in some pearls for him as well. And now, like, I've completely refined his look in a way where he naturally does that on his own. Like, those pearl necklaces have become a part of his staple wardrobe, pearls and earth tones. So there is a way to do that. It takes some patience, and but being open-minded to it, but working with a professional that has the experience with color theory and understanding styles and silhouettes and working together. I like to work collaboratively with my clients. So it is going from the intake to the mood board to the fitting and then seeing what works. And then from there, we keep building on from there. Like the consistency helps refine the look.
Yeah, because don't you do consultations too with closet consultations too, right?
Yeah,
Can you walk us through what that is?
For sure. Yeah. So what I noticed is that when you go in your closet and you're like, I have nothing to wear.
Yeah.
And really, you do have a lot to wear. It's just that you're associating those clothes with memories. And so you kind of block it out because you may have worn this dress to a funeral, or you wore this outfit on a date with a guy who you never want to see again, right? So like your mind,
this dress.
yeah, he ruined this outfit, or I had a crazy night in this, or I wore this for my birthday, right? And so your mind is like psychologically blocking that out, and that's why you're looking at the clothes like, I have nothing to wear. So you can go through your closet. I can go through your closet and take a look at it in a different way, and from there, and put the clothes together in ways that you haven't before and make it something new. So that process is going through one. I definitely clean out stuff that if you haven't worn it in like over a year, let's probably get rid of it. But if I see it as a timeless piece, we're going to keep it. And then from there, we take the old pieces, we either donate them or sell them. And then from there, we start the shopping process.
2 years ago, I started completely over with my wardrobe. And then one thing that I was noticing that it sucks. I feel like you instantly go, okay, let me get my staples, right? But then you start to feel like, oh, I'm dressing boring.
Yeah.
Like, so it's just like I don't know how, if you're putting together, I guess a real popular thing that I keep seeing now is like capsule wardrobes.
Right.
And basically a capsule wardrobe is when you should explain what a capsule wardrobe
well, capsule wardrobe is like having a specific piece that you wear that goes with everything. So like, for instance, like for men, like they should have like a black suit, a blue suit, a gray suit, a brown suit, and then they can mix and match them as well, so that you end up if you have your staple suits in those colorways, you end up having 12 suits just from that 3 or 4.
So, but like when I learned that and start going through that, and then it's just, it just kind of feels like, I think, at least for me, is that maybe I'm just buying too many like basics, is that?
Well, it sounds like what you did was like you got rid of wardrobe, and so like now you're at ground level, and so it's cool to start with your basics, but you gotta like expand from there, And I don't know if this relates to you, but what I see a lot that's popular today is that a lot of people are going towards like more quiet luxury versus actually being expressive and authentic. And so I feel like that's making people like all dress cookie cutter. And I'm just like, ditch that. Like just get rid of it, like stop trying to be a carbon copy of like what you think will help you fit into society and be yourself. So I'm full on like maximalist. Like I love maximalist culture. Like I love colors. Like everything's just too gray.
He was asking earlier because we were trying to put together like what to wear, and I was like, oh, Ariel's gonna wear a color.
I thought about wearing a color, but I also wanted to be comfortable and I want to be fly. Getting ready to go to New York, so I'm like, let me turn it. But I love color. Yeah,
because I noticed it. I think this is kind of why I even almost haven't like enjoyed going shopping, because you just start to feel like everything is the same, and it's just all of these neutral tones. It's like, where's the personality? Unless I'm paying arm and a leg, you know what I mean? But I shouldn't have to pay.
You don't have to pay an arm and a leg.
That's why I'm like, thrifting is so much better though, because it's like, you get to find those random things.
Yeah, I love thrifting. I love thrifting. But there are also lots of designers that definitely fit within a nice budget. You don't have to spend, $800,000 of dollars or whatever, to get one piece. You can find good quality pieces. So.
Yeah, I definitely feel like there's also like an overwhelm too, though, because there are so many boutiques, there's so many things online. And then again, there's so many, I guess, looks that are like, okay, this is an online store, but then what if it doesn't fit my body the right way? And, then you got to go through the process of returning clothes, and which I actually recently have found that returning clothes from online is not that hard. Because I was the kind of girl that was like, oh, just take it. You just take the L, you know? Especially if it's like a cheap piece. Obviously, if it's expensive, that's different. But if it's cheap, it's like, oh, just take the L. But I'm like, oh, actually, it's kind of not that hard. Yeah. Y'all, it's not that hard to just return it.
There are companies that help you to return. You know, they'll come and pick up the returns for you. You just put your tracking number in, or you just link your email, and then so it already has all of the items that you've purchased, and it actually sends you a notification.
From any place?
Yes, from any place. So you put your email address, you log in with your email address, and it has everything that you've ever purchased from Amazon or wherever. And so, and it keeps track on when that item needs to be returned. It sends you a notification and lets you know you have like 3 days to return this if that's what you want to do. And then they actually help you with the return process. So they'll come and pick it up and return it to you.
I need to look into that because I'm definitely a habitual, I need to return it.
Yeah.
But then I get it. And then I just end up giving it to somebody. I'm like, it probably will fit you.
Yeah.
That was me in that mini skirt era that I was talking about. All them things was not big enough for my booty. I was like, probably fit you.
The mini skirts got returned.
I love skirts so much, but it is irritating with my body. Like I'm a pear shaped in person, and I think, speaking of pear shapes and hourglass and all that stuff, I think that's one thing that's interesting about fashion is like exactly what you said is when we're talking about being sexy or whatever the thing is, like say I want to be more of like a tomboy. I kind of like to call it femme tomboy or whatever. But kind of knowing your body type does matter as much as like dress for whatever you want to. But knowing that, like, are there rules for, I don't know, if I want to make my legs look longer?
For sure. You know? Yeah, like if you want to look taller, like you want to avoid having anything that's going like past the calves. Like it's going to end up making you look shorter. You know, you do want to show more leg. You want to have something that like elongates your neck as well, because we could use that part of the frame also, and heels as well. But sometimes clients don't always want to wear heels, you know, so then that,
depending on what you're doing.
Yeah, depending on what you're doing or if there's personal injury or what have you. So then that's when I get more creative with the clothing and find ways to elongate the body. But yeah, dressing for your body type's important if you are trying to steer away from looking a certain way, but also like I'm very much like, don't put yourself in a box either.
There's this idea of dressing for who you are right now versus who you want to be. Have you seen someone decide, like, I'm going to be someone, and then by changing their clothes, they ignited something in them?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I've done it. I've done it myself, you know, dressing with my armor and dressing as a stylist and dressing for the direction that I want to go in.
When you say it's your armor, is it because it made you feel like something else?
It made me feel protected. It made me feel secure. It made me feel like I can show up in the world. It provided a sense of safety for me.
Also a little bit of space sometimes, because you know when you go walking in like a real baddie and people be like, hold on, let me go correct.
Yeah, exactly. Like, let them know I'm coming.
Yeah, like, hold on, let me step correct. Like, it's funny. I kind of used to be like anti-fashion person, and that is impossible because if you're dressed, there's fashion.
Always.
Yeah, but I think more of like, I don't want to care about it. Not like I was going around with like holes in my clothes or
like, it just wasn't a priority to you.
Yeah, it wasn't a priority to me because I was like, I'm gonna be fit. I'm gonna look. I'm gonna like my body is the thing that is.
Yeah.
And then I was doing all my inner work and stuff. And I feel like even just now that I have a knowledge of being able to have a full capacity to pay attention to multiple things, you do start to realize it makes things easier to be that person. For instance, I could go anywhere and look crazy.
Yeah.
And if I still have the money and I still have the resources, I still have the brain, I could totally still survive and maybe thrive in an environment, but it's an unnecessary obstacle I'm putting in place.
Yeah.
Because if you want to make your life easier, then, not to say, again, to just wear the same thing that everyone else is wearing or anything like that, but it's just don't fight it always, Because I think some of us were like, I'm going to dress how I want to dress, and more power to you for sure. But it's just knowing that, okay, if everyone dressed this way and I go dress this way, it might add an unnecessary thing.
Well, I think that there's this connotation that if you pay too much attention to your fashion, that you're too materialistic.
Oh, yeah.
And like you said, like fashion is a part of your everyday. Like unless we're gonna walk around like Adam and Eve, like you have to put on clothes every single day. So it is important, especially if you have a lifestyle that you are trying to reach, or a position or a role that you're trying to fill. So yes, it is important, you know, because like I said, people do pay attention to that. But also you pay attention to that. So if you're wearing the same thing every day, eventually that's going to start to affect you. Like there's times where I have weeks where I have worn my workout clothes like all week, you know, and my yoga pants, because I'm just like, I'm in grind mode, I'm locked in, I got errands to run. And then I'm like, okay, there's a shift. And then I just get dressed, even if I have nowhere to go. And it changes my mind, like energetically, you know? So that is energy. Clothing is energy. The same way I mentioned how when you're looking at your closet, there's old energy attached to it. That's the reason why you're like, oh, I have nothing to wear. It is energy.
Yeah. And it's just like, I feel like when you put effort into anything, you feel good about it.
Oh,
and
absolutely.
I'm talking about if you put effort into some meal that you cooked, if you put effort into like some project that you're working on, anytime you put effort into something, you're going to walk away and be like, oh, this feels good. And I've definitely attest to being in leggings for too many days. Yeah. Especially living in Chicago now, I definitely have the winter blues. I'm not really getting dressed. And then, you take that day and you get dressed. And then you hear all those, you look so pretty today. You look so nice. And I'm like, wait a minute.
Yeah, no, I fully subscribe to getting dressed even if you have nowhere to go. Because I do believe that there is a ritual in the process to getting ready. And that's a part of romanticizing your life. So if there's something in it for that you're doing it for yourself, you know, just get up if you're working from home, especially. And I think a lot of people can relate to this that are working from home. Get dressed. You know, even if no one's going to see you except a few of your colleagues on camera, do it for you. That changes the trajectory of it all, you know, and it builds that confidence, and it might spark some ideas.
Yeah, I feel like it also, for me, it definitely sparks even wanting to communicate with other people. Because when I don't get ready and I'm distressed, and then I'll like run to get coffee, and then I'm like, it's kind of like you're hiding, like, okay, don't look at me, don't see me today, you know? But when you're cute, you're like open, like for possibilities.
You're friendly.
And
absolutely.
Yeah, no, get dressed.
But I want to go back to your question on like dressing for your future, or dressing for, what was their question about?
Dressing for the person that you want to be.
Dressing for the person that you want to be. I want to go back to the question of you asking me about dressing for the person you want to be. I definitely think that people should do that. Like, if you want to be a CEO, start dressing like a CEO. But it's not just about the performance. It's also about actually embodying it. So what's going to end up happening is you're going to align yourself with what you're wearing. You know, so you're going to start to show up as that. And then you're going to start building the road to being a CEO. And I've experienced this with some of my clients before, where especially new talent, and they have this inspiration of other rappers that they have grown up watching or their peers, and so they come in dressed like them, and I have to remind them that you're the star. You're the talent. You know, you're the person that people actually get the trends from you. And so once I say that to them, something shifts, and I'm able to help them build what their identity looks like and help translate whatever their story is.
Yeah, I remember you telling me about I'm sure the person that you're talking about, because you told me the story. And just knowing that oh wait, I can do my own thing. Especially when you're in entertainment, because entertainment that's the trendsetters. Especially if you do male artists, you do rappers. That's literally, rappers are the trendsetters of the world, right? Okay, well, we gotta make the new trend, baby.
Exactly, like you're the trendsetter, but and there's something within shifting your mindset where you're giving yourself permission to be yourself.
Yeah, it's play. Let's play.
Yeah, have fun with it. It's not so serious. It's clothes. It's not so serious.
It is like those days when you go. Okay, trying on clothes, if it doesn't fit, it's annoying, and it's one of those days when you actually need something, it sucks. But if you shop on the days when you don't need anything, and everything's just fitting right, you're like, ooh, what is this? I actually, like, even the last couple of weeks, I have been actually going into stores and shopping more, because I usually I'm such an online person. I think most people are. I feel like it's easy to shop online because I can be like, I want this kind of shirt, and then you can see a variation of that kind of shirt. And when you're out in the world, it's kind of like, what's here?
You have to filter through everything.
Yeah. We fluctuate with our weight and stuff so much too, which I think is the other thing is once you kind of get to that point where it's like, oh, this is what works for me. But then your body changes and then just your mind changes. And even if I say, okay, I want to be sexy for me when I was 20 is definitely different than when I was 36. So it's like the constant evolution is so fun. And I think a lot of times with makeup, with hair, everybody, we get kind of stuck in like, this is what works for me. And then we stop that play and stop looking around for like, maybe I could try this. Yeah. And then maybe too, it might fit exactly the same way it did when you were 20, but now you are different. And it's like, I actually like how this looks on me. You know, I love girl, I love clothes now, so I'm
well, that's good. I'm glad you love clothes now.
I mean, like, but girl, okay. So first of all, for the record, Ariel's my friend. I don't think I've ever gone somewhere and I don't be looking crazy.
No, she doesn't look crazy.
No, I don't be looking crazy.
She looks good. She's put together.
I don't be looking crazy. I promise. But she wouldn't let me.
No, you wouldn't even be my friend.
She would have broke up with me.
Like, girl, sorry. Like, I would either help you or I just wouldn't be seen out.
Eventually, you would get tired. No, eventually, this is one thing. This is the fire in you. Like, definitely, Ariel is one of those people who was like, I don't like that. I don't like that. I mean, I feel like we're both like that to each other. We're just like, this is off.
Well, if I'm honest with you, that means I love you.
Yeah.
So if I'm not, then it's like, I actually don't care about where you're growing and going. It's just away from me.
Grow to your own self.
Yeah, go figure it out.
Girl.
That sounds so mean.
No, it's growth. We don't all gotta grow together. You know?
It's growing pains, you know. But I get what you're saying though about getting stuck in your ways and like how do you become expansive in that play? Like how do you give yourself that permission to play, you know? And it's really just getting out of your own way. I think it's just like life's journey itself. You do have to you have to be honest with yourself. You got to be really honest. Just like if you know when you go to the gym, like you don't get the job done, eventually you have to say, I need a trainer. Yeah. You just got to be honest. And there are stylists that work not just with celebrities, but with day-to-day people and help with day-to-day style. And I do that too. A lot of people don't know that, like, but for the record, I do everyday people who are on the corporate side, get them dressed and ready, get their wardrobe ready for the month ahead or for events or meetings that they have because they do want to show up in a certain way where they feel confident.
Yeah. And even in that, you don't even necessarily have to have someone that does all of the everyday, just those one-off little meets and what are they called? Like, meetings? When you hire someone just to like help me for this one time, it doesn't need to be like a continuous thing. Yeah. Because I definitely know I've been kind of feeling that way with makeup lately. Getting my makeup done more, I'm like, wow, like I like her more than because I used to always like, I have good skin, I have all this, I'm okay, I don't need to have it. But then it's like, okay, but if I'm gonna be on camera more, I'm like, no, I actually need to learn this new thing now.
Right. And so have you seen that like just by getting your makeup done all the time, now you know how to do certain techniques yourself?
Yeah. I'm always asking questions too. I'm like, oh, what is that? What are you using? Especially for products, because I don't know. There's like the overwhelm when it comes to makeup too. But asking someone that this is their specialty and they love it. Yeah. People love to talk. I was talking to my makeup artist today. I was like, well, what made you get into doing makeup? And she's telling me the story of like the YouTuber that she always watched that was like a drag queen. They're blending it. But like people love to help other people, I think. We're in a very individualistic society and I feel like everyone's kind of like, I don't want to bother nobody. But
no, I love when people ask me questions. I love when people like want to be better, you know, like that's a part of it. So I'm an open book. You know, I have people text me all the time, like, how's this look? You know, and if I have time, I'll get back to them and let them know, like, no, don't do those shoes with that belt. And that, it's too much, too matchy, too loud or whatever. But
I'm like, I'm taking this as a green light. She's about to be sick of me. Yeah. I'm about to be like, Ariel, what is this?
I'll send them the link and say, like, let's book a call.
Yeah, like, that's the sign that you asking me too. Yeah. She's like, okay, the free prescription has ended.
Now you gotta subscribe.
Time to sign up.
Literally.
Okay, if you're putting together an outfit, where do we start? I want to put an outfit together. Do I need to look? I don't know. Like, where am I going? I know I'm going to this place. I guess we're starting there.
Give me an example.
Okay,
where are you going?
I'm going to. Okay. Hey Ariel.
I'm
going on a first date. We're gonna go to Putt Putt and then the movies. I want him to like me, but obviously, yeah. What do I do? How do I find this outfit?
Okay. First of all, where'd you meet this guy?
Raya.
Okay.
And let's say we're in LA. We're in LA.
Right. Okay.
It's nice weather, not summer though, like spring. Spring in LA.
Okay, so you want to be comfortable and confident to go putt-putt into the movies. You don't want to be too revealing. You want to show some confidence, but maybe not heels because you're going to be, that would make sense. So we want to get you some
she's a diva.
Yeah, we want to get some cute flats that are timeless, something that speaks to you. And then depending on the weather also. So it's going to be during the day or night?
Oh, like early evening into the night, the movie's
okay, so you might
late.
need a light jacket because we're in California. So we're going to be working with some layers, right? So what I would do is I would go, depending on it's just one date.
Right.
So
you got all our personalities
we don't want
today.
to over invest yet, but we want to make sure that you have something that you can wear again. I would go probably down in LA, probably down Robertson. There's some really cool shops. And then I would for instance, I would probably go to some place like Curve. Curve Boutique is one of my favorites in LA. And I would put some really cool pieces together from there. I would pull those pieces and then come to you, we do a fitting. And then I probably would have you in some capri denim or something. I love capris. I love capris right now. But some capri denim, something to show your ankles. We put on some
girl, the 1940s man gonna be.
Show some ankles. I'll probably do a cute halter, something like dainty jewelry, not anything overpowering, something
thrive.
Yeah, some nice dainty jewelry that's elegant, timeless, that you can wear again, and then layer it with a jacket and a cute little bag.
Yeah. Do you ever think that's okay, it's I want to wear these shoes and I can work outfit around these shoes, or is it I don't know, I feel like
dressing from the bottom up?
It's just anything in general. If I have is it okay if I want to have this piece and then work an outfit? I don't know. I just feel like there's the weather thing makes it a thing, but then it's okay, I want to wear these shoes, and then I kind of
I do. I mean, I have clients that do that all the time. Okay, I got these shoes, but I have nothing to wear with this. So if we're okay, we're gonna be wearing flats. That's why I'm okay, we're gonna do something to show your ankles a little bit, show a little bit of skin, there, and then maybe something on the shoulders. Yeah. That way you're not too revealing. You don't want to give him the wrong impression.
Or the right one. It might be the right one.
Or depending on whatever floats your boat. Whatever floats your boat.
Is it gonna be my summer boo or my
or your long time?
Who do I want to be for you? Let's see.
So it just depends. But if it's someone you want him to be around for a while, you might want to maybe just a little bit of ankle, a little bit of shoulder, tiny bit of cleavage, some nice jewelry, do a halter, and then have a nice jacket, a leather jacket to pair with it, so you still have a cool staple piece that shows some personality, and then a bag to match that jacket. Yeah.
But it's really just putting you're not thinking about the clothes, you're thinking of all of the things that you're going to be doing, the movement and all of that stuff. And I feel like maybe even that might help someone if they're just thinking okay, let me think about does this go with this? But what am I going to be doing? How am I going to be moving? How am I sitting? Right now, I am sitting in this top is just annoying me. I would not wear this on a date.
Right. That's the thing. If you're fidgeting before you leave out the door, sometimes we'll say, oh, it'll get better as the night goes on. No, if you're fidgeting,
it's going to get worse.
It's going to get worse. You're going to be in your head. You're not going to be having fun. You want to wear something that's comfortable. Yeah. Because if you're doing all this, it just reads you're not confident. You're not here with me.
No, you're not here. You're in here like this, I am right now. 100%.
For sure.
If I had to walk around in this, oh no, not it.
Yeah. Or just we would get some tape, Yeah. But also too, if you had time, for instance with this, I would do alterations. I think that's one thing. Alterations in shapewear are so important when putting together looks, because it just makes your outfit flow much better, and it's much more seamless to your body type.
I think too, I just I have like hips and stuff too. I just recently just started to like, I guess the last couple of years of getting my waist taken and stuff. And I think when you think of alterations, I at least always thought it was like so expensive or like,
No,
you know, to all
it's
the,
not.
it's $30.
No, it's nothing. It's nothing. It is an
Yeah.
investment, but it's well worth it because you're gonna keep wearing that piece, and it's gonna
Yeah.
fit you so
But I
much
even
better.
feel like when you say investment, it kind of makes it feel like it's such an expensive thing. Obviously, if you're doing like a crazy alteration, that's gonna be more up there. But when you're taking in a waist and stuff, it's not that much at all. It's literally between like $30 and $50 a lot of times. And especially as an adult, you're mostly staying the same size. Obviously, we might get a little bit wider.
Yeah.
You know, but like when we're not, my daughter, she'll be like, "Why don't I have Gucci?" I said, "Girl, you change sizes every 7-8 months.
Right.
You're not getting nothing nice
Right.
until you locked in whatever height you're gonna be."
Exactly. Yeah, you gotta go through puberty first, and we can get you some pieces that last.
Yeah, like it's not. I'm not about to get you something expensive that's when you're gonna wear it for 7 months, and you probably won't even wear it because it's gonna sit in the closet.
Right.
But as an adult, I think I kind of got into that as a kid, but then as an adult, I'm like, okay, I actually am mostly between these 10 pounds, and I am this height, and I am this shoe size. Now I can start investing in things and
for sure. Yeah, so if you're like a shorter stature, for sure, like you're definitely gonna have to get that hem raised, you know, if you can't find something for yourself. But it's worth it.
Yeah.
You know, if you buy a piece that's like special to you, or even if it's something you know you're gonna be wearing all the time, definitely get it altered. And shapewear.
I think I might need a shapewear with lesson.
Yes, for sure. But that's also for men and women because I dress my clients.
Wait, men wear shapewear?
Men wear shapewear. Yes,
I did not know
men wear
that.
shapewear, and even my men clients, like they don't know it too until I introduce it. But especially with their suits, there's like a tank top that just like keeps it all in.
Oh,
They also have one with abs too, if that's what? If that's what you want to do, but I don't go that far, you know, because
They got shapewear abs?
Yeah, they have shapewear abs, but I just go for a nice, you know, nice little suction to like keep everything in, so that dress shirt lays flat, that button stays intact.
I just never thought about a man having shapewear.
Yeah,
But
it works wonders.
Yeah. I mean, I think in general, a lot of times with men, people just are like, their whole beauty industry is so much smaller than women's because obviously we get judged on our looks.
Right. Yeah.
But no, I love it. Okay, man, go out there and get your
shapewear
tuck
for
it
men.
in.
That's what I should probably start one.
Yeah, you should. That would be
For
a good.
men.
I mean, and you already have that man.
I
lineup.
know. Shapewear for men.
Girl, like, okay, I need like a little, just a little finder's field of thought, you know. You see it, y'all.
Yes,
This right
the
here is
interest.
discovery.
Literally, 6 months later, it'll be out.
That is good though, because it's not a thing that I thought of, and do they have it in stores? I mean, I don't even shop.
Yeah, they do. They do. They have it in stores, but it's super limited.
Yeah,
there are some. Gosh, I forgot the name of the shops, but there's like there's some like we're downtown, you know, LA, so there's some like in the district, but there's times when I order it so I can get exactly what I need.
You can get everything online.
Yeah, it's much better to order it. If I have the time and the leisure, I order it. Yeah.
I'm so excited about this. I'm about to be like, you need some shapewear.
Yeah, no, it works wonders.
Do you have a suggestion on the frequency of shopping? Is it like a feeling of I don't like anything, or is it like, okay, it's been 6 months? Is it okay? Do you have a
like for me personally, or for someone else?
For an average person, you know, like it's like how much should you refresh your wardrobe?
I definitely think like between every 6 to 8 months, you should refresh your wardrobe. You should go through. I'm pretty like every time the seasons change, I go through my closet for myself and my kids and get rid of all the things that don't fit anymore or things that we just aren't wearing. Yeah. Donate them. So I recommend every 6 to 8 months going through, doing a whole analysis of your wardrobe. And then from there, you know, you can do your own mood boards, you know, like go on Pinterest and save a board for like fall 2026. Like this is the style that the direction I'm going in, and start putting together those pieces.
You're the second person today that was talking about doing a mood board for your like my makeup artist today was talking about, she said every year for her birthday she does a mood board of like who she wants to be this year.
For sure, yeah.
I'm like, oh my God. Because for me too, I'm like, I never thought to make them. I mean, I think of mood boards for like, you're going to do a certain event, you're going to film something.
You know, you could do it for your your day to day. I mean,
never
because I
thought-
was doing it for my day to day as a young girl.
Yeah.
And so you may not like the full look that you see, but it's like, okay, I like that corset top and I like that jacket and I like those pants. Like, pull together those pieces and replicate them, and then start to refine what that looks like.
Yo,
that
I'm
looks
about to
like
be
for
so
you.
Fly. I'm
Yeah.
I'm so excited. No,
Yeah.
because I don't know. I'm telling you, it's so funny that you've been doing this in the jeweler, because I'm like, I literally never thought to like make a mood board.
Yeah, make a mood
Like,
board,
who I'm about to
and then
be.
take some time for yourself. Like, don't go in. You got to be intentional with the process. So first, get rid of the old. Let's bring in the new. But you got to have a clear vision. Make your mood board on Pinterest, and then block out some time for yourself. Let's say you have a free Saturday or Sunday and say, this is going to be my shopping day to go out and see what's out there. Or if you don't feel like going out and shopping, you want to do it online, block out time for yourself just to browse online, start putting those pieces together. Before you do that, before you check out, actually know what your budget is too. And then, put together like a good 3 to 5 looks for yourself that can be interchangeable. And that's how you start refining your look.
Yeah, I also, because one thing that's also for me is like, when you know that you need something, like I have this event and I go, I feel like that's the worst time to shop, because when you know you need something,
Yeah,
it's like
then you're
you
rushing.
never find it. And the few times in my life when I've listened to myself and been like, I'm just gonna go shop today. I'm just gonna go see what the sales are, like just browse around. I always find the best clothes when I don't need it.
Yeah.
And then you can actually go, it's like, oh, I actually forgot that I had this clothes already.
That's so common. That's more common than you think. I even do it too. But what I've been doing is I have a notes in my phone. And so if there's a moment when it's a random day, I'm like, I need some new bikinis. I put that in there. Or I need more flat shoes. I put that in there. Running shoes, whatever it is. So I have a running list of items that I have said to myself, like, oh, I need more of this.
Yeah.
Or, and I put it in there so that when I do go out and shop, and let's say I'm just popping in for some makeup one day, it's like I look at that list and be like, do I have time to get one of these items for myself? Because I did say I needed some new flat shoes. Because I'm a heels girl. So that's one thing for me, even as a stylist. I need more flats, more shoes that I could wear that are flat to go to work in, because I don't want to be on my feet in heels all day.
Right.
So, yeah.
I just think of so much. It's so funny how much I get mad at myself. I'm like, I didn't think to have like a running list of stuff, because then I'll know. I'm like, oh, I know I need to go shopping, and then I go shopping, and then I'm like, oh, that's cute, but that's not even on my list.
But even when you do your mood board, like you could do a mood board for like full wardrobe fall 2026, but then you could have just a mood board that's for shoes, one for accessories. So then when you are ready to have your shopping day, you go back to that board, start picking those items out. Yeah. I love getting like jewelry, like inexpensive pieces from antique shops or estate sales.
Oh,
I love
sales.
And I love Etsy also.
Yeah.
Like I find some really cool pieces on Etsy.
Yeah, and there's so many small artists and stuff on Etsy. So I love
artisanal
Etsy.
artists.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. My bad. Y'all
Yeah.
big.
Yeah.
My bad. Okay. I'll teach them and put that in the repertoire for when I'm talking about them. Do you have anything specific that you would want me to ask you?
I don't know if I have anything specific.
You did?
Oh, you got questions?
Yeah, you got some.
What you want to know about the shapewear?
You said abs. You said, hold on.
I feel like you should put that part in.
Say, hold on. Let me see about this. Hold on. Okay. If you could dress anyone in the world right now, who would you want to dress?
Coleman Domingo.
Oh, yes, girl.
I love him. I love Coleman. He is my ideal client. I love the way he dresses.
Yes.
He is creative. He's willing to explore. He plays with textures and patterns and mixes and matches, and he's fearless. Like I love when talent or just creatives in general are just like open-minded and willing to push the barriers. So, and I see that within him, like everything he wears is just so fun.
I feel like sometimes when people try to push the bounds or whatever, it kind of like, it misses.
Yeah.
He never misses.
And he has a great team. And I love that for him.
Yeah,
I love that for
they
him.
don't miss, because it's always like it's pushing it, but I'm like, but it looks good.
Yeah.
Because sometimes like you get a piece where it's like, okay, this is art and I can appreciate it as art, but it's not.
Yeah, it's just not them. It's like the clothes are wearing them, you know? And so he's done a really good job with wearing the clothes. And that's what I call having style. You know what I mean? Like not just buying fashion because that's what's hot on the market right now. You're like, no, this is my style. Like, cause there are pieces, and that I think that goes back to identity. When you see a certain piece, it's like, oh, that's so Coleman Domingo, or that's so Beyonce. And I think that's when you really have focused in on like who you are and fully embodying it. So, and yeah, I would love to work with him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What is your proudest moment so far in your stylist career?
My most proudest moment. Oh, there's so many. Oh,
babe, one of them that's out the top 5, grab it for us.
Top 5. My most proudest moment. I think, to be honest, oh God, it's so many. It's so many. Really is when I'm able to get over those hurdles. I just like, I'm racing against time, budget, high demands, intense environments. Like I'm dealing with several different personalities in one day. And then it feels like, oh, like this is not gonna work. And it ends up working. Like, I think, I'm trying to think of a moment that I've had that, because it's happening right now.
Yeah, this New York trip coming up. Yeah.
One of my most proudest moments, I did something that was out of the box for me as a stylist stepping into costume design was when I did the Obama theater play, the musical. And I created, there's this Sarah Palin character, and I created this bra for her that blows out smoke, almost like the Austin Powers movie. And that was what my inspiration was. And so I remember asking or saying to Eli, like, this is what I'm envisioning. Eli's the director of the show. And I'm like, I like to like, you know, spice this up a bit and like have some smoke blowing out of her boobs. And he's like, well, how are you going to do that? And I'm like, I don't know. I'm going to figure it out. And I figured it out. Me and my team, we customized this silver bullet bra. We piped through the bra these clear pipes, and then we had a power pack behind her that had the fluid that would blow out the fog. And behind stage, we're pushing a button in that moment when it's that scene for her. She's like dancing around on the stage around a pole, and then and the smoke comes out. And I was just like, wow, I actually did that. Like, I don't know how I did it. I just knew the what. I knew what I wanted to achieve. And I persevered. I'm just like, no matter what, like, I'm not going to go back and say I'm not doing this. Like, this idea is so grand, and it's just going to be such a staple moment in the show where the audience is, I wanted to create a wow factor. And so to be able to do that, never have done it before, I think that was one of my proudest moments, because I also allowed myself to ask questions. So I called other costumers. I called other people that are senior to me that have been doing this longer than me, and like, how can I do this? You know, and they were gracious enough to provide, you know, a few solutions. And even when I went to what is it called? When I went to the effects studio to rent out the piping in the smoke, I asked them several questions, you know, and I had them tested for me. And we did run into, when you're dealing with live shows, you know, we did run into some times where that smoke didn't blow out, and we had to go get a new machine. But it was all that trial and error, and that was so fun for me. Yeah.
No, that sounds fun. And I saw that play. It was really good.
Yeah.
That
you did see the play.
Yeah, it's so good. I know exactly what you're talking about too.
Yeah. I love it.
No, that was so good. I think one more thing I want to get into is, if anyone else, like for the younger generation coming up behind us, wanted to become a stylist, what are some things that you would tell them to get into the space that you're in?
I would tell them to, one, go confidently, but to create with those around them. So That means collaborating with other photographers in the area. You don't have to be in a major city, and you don't have to be like in LA or New York. There are people that are in middle of America, Cincinnati, Ohio, no shade, anywhere in the world that are creative, and find your people. Right now we live in a digital era, so you can put out a post, do your research, and find people that are locally and start creating with them to start building your book. So if you're a stylist, figure out what your vision is, create your mood board, and then start reaching out to makeup artists, photographers, videographers, or studios that are willing to collaborate with you, but don't be afraid of no. Because there are some people that are going to just say, you know what, I don't have the time for it, and that's okay. They're just not your people, but find your people that are willing to grow with you and create some timeless, cool images. And that's how I got my start. Before, like when I didn't have the work and I needed something in my book to show, I started to just ask really, and they're still in my life today, really amazing creatives, like, hey, like, this is what my vision is. Are you willing to do this with me? And they're like, yeah, I like your vision, and let's do it. And they help expand on that vision too. I mean, I have had a location. The photographer's like, I love this vision so much. I see where you're going. I got a location for us. Like, so those are the people that you want, that see the vision and they're willing to build with you.
Yeah. I love those kind of people.
Yeah. And you don't, and also too, if you're a new stylist and you're worried about, I don't have the relationships for the clothes yet, I don't have the budget for it yet, start working with what you have. You can thrift, or if you don't want to use anything at all from any stores, use what you have in your closet, or the model, see what she has, collaborate together and see what can you create. Or there might be some local designers that are willing to loan you the clothes. Don't hesitate to reach out to them. And that's also something too that I did early on in my career. I reached out to designers that were in fashion school and said,
that's so good. Yeah,
reach out.
They're trying to find people
because they also get the images too, especially if the work is really, really good. Now they have free images for their clothing line. So reach out to designers that are in school and see, hey, can I borrow these clothes?
Yeah. No, that's so good. That's so good. I asked the question of what is your proudest moment, I was just thinking of something that I'd love to see so much as your friend is how your daughter, she's the sweetest kid ever. But she's always so like excited that you're her mom, and she's always so proud of everything that you do. And she's like, I definitely think she's like, my mom's a cool mom.
I was actually gonna say that.
I knew
I was gonna say that. I was gonna say that before. But that is a proud moment to
I love it.
Like my daughter wants to go to fashion school in Korea, and like I'm like, oh well, that's
like, okay,
that's surpassing me. So go for it, go internationally. If I could rewind time, I mean, I went to LA, but I would definitely go out the country. Like I'm like pushing her, don't lose that dream. Yeah. So that is definitely something that keeps me going, keeps me inspired, and it's also surreal because it's like, you want to be like me? Yeah. Like, you sure?
Just like in the intro, you're like, wait, that's me?
Yeah.
That's me. But no, I love that because like you were the first and we have a big group of friends, and you were the first one to have a kid and stuff. And I feel like when I had my daughter, I always look to you. I'm like, okay, I might have to like do my little pause. You got to do a couple years where you're just like, you gotta learn how to walk. You gotta learn how, you gotta learn the basic human things.
Yeah, for sure.
But when you see someone go through it and then keep pushing, like you've always motivated me. So
thank you.
Yeah, I love you, and I'm so
happy. You too.
So thanks for coming on.
Thank you for having me here.
All right, guys. Until next time. Bye.